I was walking around Italy and I came across this Australian woman who was lost. I interpreted directions for her and she said, "You know what, let me give you, let's eat pizza together for me to thank you." While we were talking, she goes, "I actually manage all the company of the Barilla companies in Australia and I'd like you to come work for me." Just because I spoke Italian and English. Ciao a tutti, hola a todos, hola a tutto il mondo, bonjour tout le monde. Mi chiamo Kevin, insegno italiano. My name is Kevin Regan Maglione. I teach Italian and I speak other languages. I'm a third year graduate student in the PhD program in the Romance Language Department. So not only does it help you understand yourself in comparison to another culture in another place, it also gives you tools to work in such a globalized society that makes you more invaluable not only to the job market and to your interpersonal relationships, but also to yourself. You learn to understand how you function in a different language. Are you more timid? Are you more outgoing? And the important thing is to never stop learning languages. This is actually a really great story that I love to tell everyone. I was walking through campus, it was my freshman year, and I wanted to be a Spanish teacher in high school. And I walked across and I heard this language in a classroom that was passing. I just sort of poked my head in, and the professor, she just grabbed me by my collar, yelling at me this language that I don't know but can somewhat understand, and made me sit down. I stayed the whole time because I was just kind of like, what am I supposed to do? And then afterwards she said, "You're the first student who's ever put up with me pulling them into my classroom. You need to study Italian." And then from there I went on to study Italian and Spanish and French and Portuguese, and I studied abroad, so. Sometimes it's like beating my head against the wall trying to get them to understand, because not only is it my task to teach them a foreign language, I also have to teach them English, because we don't really learn a lot of grammar, so trying to get them to understand past participles, adjectives. But then the experience that I have with them, the exchange, is just invaluable, where we make fun of each other, where we both learn together. I learn from them and they learn from me. I wouldn't change any experiences that I've had so far, from the frustrating days to the days when I just can see on all their faces that they're finally understanding me. So I want to be what that professor was for me, who got me to study Italian, because she completely changed my life. How I looked at the world, how I decided to understand myself in the world, and just by that tiny little nudge, she gave me the keys to inspire myself, and I owe her a lot for that, and I want to be that. Even if it's just for one person, that's more than enough for me.